Okay, so my little lesson planner presentation was on geometry and haircuts. I don't think a lot of people realize in cosmetology that we do a lot of chemistry and science and geometry and haircuts, and that's what it is. So the objective of this particular lesson was just to help the students recognize their geometry terminology when they're performing haircuts and help them recall some of the information that they already have, to help them identify the geometric shapes and the angles that they are going to be using and thinking about even during their consultation assessment, and to use all this data that they collect to predict visually, obviously, what the end result is, their outcome. So there you go. And my little note there just said that the art of sculpting hair is built on variations of 4 different but basic haircuts. These haircuts, when viewed on a blueprint, are geometric shapes and angles, and to master the art of sculpting hair, you must be able to see the relationships between shapes and angles. You must be able to identify and distinguish diagonal, parallel, vertical lines. For example, a graduated cut is accomplished by holding hair at 45-degree angles. Thorough grounding in these basic haircuts is essential before you can begin experimenting with more difficult styles. Once you've mastered these techniques, the basic techniques, you can apply your own creativity and artistic flair to combine elevations and variations to create new styles or styles that are best suited to your client's needs and desires. Okay, and I don't know if I did this right, but this is an example of a blueprint. When I said all your haircuts are basically a blueprint, this is what it looks like. This is a typical example of one, and this is what it looks like. This is what the haircut looks like. And so I would ask them, can you read this blueprint? And when you're looking at it, what types of lines do you see? And we would have already covered the basics of, you know, angles and things like that. And that didn't work. That would have been the answer.
Yeah.
So I have to work on that one, use the wrong one. But basically what it was, one of those, what do you call it?
Click and reveal.
Click and reveal, and it would have shown that curved lines soften and straight lines harden or accent, and that's how you determine the finishing touches that you're going to use on somebody's haircut. So, and then this is just a little quick review kind of thing. I have an exercise where they draw the lines on soft chalk. And then, I don't know if this works or not. Yeah, it does, I think. Okay. So, let me see here. I'm asking what the angles are that they recognize in the haircuts, and get rid of that for a minute, because there's 2 of them there. I don't know anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is the picture that you saw in the blueprint, and then I outlined some of the lines that you see in that. There's the diagonal forward line, it's a straight line, there's some curved line, and then help them to understand that when you see this type of a look right here, that's basically a 90-degree haircut, and there are right angles there. And putting a little protractor up here, like putting it up here like this, and then maybe rotating it, you know, having them rotate it, will help them to see where the angles are, how the angles work in the hair. Like, I'll probably move it over here, and then have them rotate it like this. And you can't see this because it's not very bright and big, but as you can see, when you move it down like this, you can see that that hair was held at a 30-degree or 45-degree angle in order to create that type of a look. So that's why I put the little protractor thing on there. And I'd have them come up and play with it. I might give them a lesson where they had to bring their own haircut. They had to bring their own haircut to that day. That might be part of their bell work. And then we would put their little haircut up there and have them figure out what angles to use. And this was just, this is on a blueprint I could find. I have lots of blueprints, but basically what they would do is they would maybe draw a haircut on there, and then they would recognize the shapes that would be created when the hair is pulled out. Like what we do is we take a mannequin and hold it upside down, and however the hair falls when the mannequin's upside down, that's basically what a blueprint is that's what angle the hair is held at. So anyway, this is just to show them it's the right angle. So that's another one that's got some lines in it. And I think that's a goof. So there